What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another epic action figure review. Today we're looking at the Star Wars The Black Series, Sergeant Jyn Erso, Eadu or Eadu. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, so please feel free to comment down below and correct me. So yeah, this is the Kmart exclusive, similar to the Kylo Ren and Rey Starkiller base sets from last year and earlier this year. Pretty sure Kmart put these out early, so whatever, it's good for us because we're getting to review this figure pretty early. So let's just jump right in and take a look. As you can see, it's got a nice picture of Jyn right there on the packaging. On the side here, there's no number because it is an exclusive, like I said. And here is her bio right here. If you'd want to read that, go ahead and focus in and pause it now. And let's go ahead and crack this bad girl open. And here she is out of the packaging, and she looks like a total rebel, huh? Anyone? Rebel? No? Alright, so before we get into the actual action figure, let's take a look at her accessories, which she has this little baton thingy right here. Is it a lightsaber? No, probably not, but still cool to look at. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's the little baton thingy that she has on her back in the one trailer where she has like the Death Trooper costume on. But let's get her off of the base here, and she does have a little pistol right here, a little blaster in her holster that actually comes out. Good job, Hasbro. You finally figured it out that sculpting guns onto people is kind of pointless and stupid when it's pretty much probably just as easy to include it and make it detachable. And it's got a nice little latch right there. That hole just plugs right in there and fits well. And of course the blaster right here, which is had a little rubber band thingy on. Really digging this blaster design. I like the little bit of silver right there. Your standard blaster, it is curved. Obviously you're gonna have to take a hairdryer to that. My only complaint is that this gun just looks a little big for her hands. Right off the bat, I mean, you can kind of see it's definitely pretty big. It's a pretty sizable weapon, so you kind of have to like retie it back up, it seems, to get her to hold that in any sort of proper way, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, they give you this little piece right there, so it shouldn't be too bad. As for the base, now we have peg holes, which is great, which is something I wish they would have included with the Starkiller base figures, but hey, whatever, they're learning, because the peg holes are obviously going to keep her in place better than Kylo or Rey, which I don't know about you guys, but mine constantly are falling over. Just the slightest bump and they tip. Other than that, it's just a brown rocky base, no shading, nothing like that, all just one color brown, not translucent or anything. So kind of disappointing with the paint that they went with on that, just because it's so detailed on the Starkiller base one that I would wish it would be a little bit better. So taking a closer look at Jyn for the paint, you can see her face is honestly painted pretty decently, but at the same time she kind of just looks like a Barbie. Very glossy skin tone. The lips are good though. The eyes are pretty straightforward, which is surprising for a Hasbro figure. They like their crooked eyes. The details on the hat look pretty good with the goggles and the little probably voice communicator right there. Her hair is sculpted down the sides of her head too, which looks pretty good, pretty clean. With the paint, pretty good. There's a little paint chip right there, a little mess right there. It's okay. The jacket though is also very nice. Got a little hole right there, nice little detail. I like that a lot. It's a nice green and kind of a darker green shade. Kind of looks like the poncho that Luke and Leia and everyone wore on Endor. That's the kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. And with the front of the figure, you can see all this nice little sculpt work right there, this nice little band. She's got a little oxygen mask that does fit on her face, but probably can't stay there. I mean, it might be able to if you worked with it a little bit, but It does fit on her face, so if you wanted to get her in a pose like that, which I would assume she has to wear the breathing mask on whatever planet that is or thing, I'm not quite sure. And this just connects to a tube down here, a nice little air canister thingy. That looks awesome. It does pull out, so you can just kind of pose it around, and seems like probably if you tried hard enough you could get this off of her, take this whole piece off, kind of give her a different look without the respirator. And it looks like that kind of has a little cutout right there where it'll just sit nice and snug, which is nice. It's a lot of conveniences with this figure, a lot of sculpt work benefiting the figure and not prohibiting it from, you know, articulation or anything like that. So moving on down, we already saw this, looks great. The pistol looks awesome. It's got a little pouch right here. She does have a hook for the other accessory. You just hook that on right there. It's pretty dope. I'm down. Nice black pants, shiny, and the boots are a nice brown. The nice little buckle painted on there. Looks good. She's got these little tabs right here on the back too. So let's talk about the articulation. Let's see her head. Ooh, the hat comes off. Revelations. Wow. Okay, removable hat, which that's pretty cool. I'm down. So yeah, then this thing definitely will come off. Her head moves up just a little bit and moves down just a little bit. Her elbows move out. Not that far. Not so bad. She does have a swivel right there, elbow swivel, single jointed elbow, of course. Wrist rotation, and she does have a peg, but this little cuff right here kind of inhibits any sort of peg building, any peg movement you can really get besides going backward. She does have her trigger finger right here, and the gloves do look nice too. I should add that on. Again, same thing with this side. Probably not an ab crunch. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not really getting anything out of that. That's how far her legs spread apart. This does definitely get in the way a little bit, and same thing with the accessories on the other side. That's not really a big deal. Double jointed knees. She have a thigh swivel? She does have a thigh swivel. Doesn't really work on that side because of the holster, but you can get a little bit on that side. So that's good. And she does have no boot cut. Her ankles do move down and move up and have a nice ankle pivot. So all in all, I'd say that this is a pretty awesome figure. I'm definitely excited for Rogue One, so I'm excited that we got to get this figure a little early and check it out for you guys. So make sure that if you liked this video, you give it a thumbs up, because that helps out a lot. You also subscribe and stick around and stay tuned for more action figure reviews, especially Star Wars ones coming in the next couple of months. You know, so yeah, I shall see you guys later. Peace out.